We are going to get started. So thanks for jumping on again today. Unfinished Friday. I think you have all, everyone on here has been on before, so I'm not going to go into the whole reason behind it. But I did have someone tell me, they're talking about the background back here, and I actually bought a green screen, and I tried to get it so I could get some virtual backgrounds, and it did not work. I looked really scary. So anyway, I'm just back to this. Someone said it looks like I'm building something, and I am. So that's a good thing. So so if you just joined us, we have a little name changeroo going on. Doug is Marcy and Marcy is Doug, and it's all good. So, but Doug Hancock is going to share today on follow-up. Doug's been in sales for a long time, and he's just really good at his follow-up. So we're going to turn it over to Doug and let him share on his secrets and tips and all that for follow-up.
Well, thank you, Aaron. Thanks for having me. Aaron and I have been friends for, 6-8 years, and he is also my spiritual mentor as well. So I appreciate that. And so follow-up, follow-up means it looks like it's self-explanatory, right? In the sales process, you have the cold call, you have the appointment that is set, you have the presentation, the close, the delivery of service and or product, and then the quote follow-up in that sense. But follow-up to me it's a learned character, a learned habit. It's really who you are. You're gonna talk the talk, right? Well, you better walk the walk. So I will quote Cheryl here from long ago with regards to congruence. I'm pretty sure that was Cheryl long ago. And I've struggled with that. I'm not finished yet in any sense, but congruence. So your follow-up is really who you are. And that leads to your reputation is kind of who people see you as, and your character is who you are. And that's where the congruence comes in. And I think follow-up lends to that. There's actually a software programs out there that you can add through Google Chrome that actually help you with follow-up, right? But we're talking more than just a reminder on a calendar. So it really requires some things that I think of. Consideration, right? Discipline, and a lot of patience. Because everybody that I deal with, I'm assuming everybody you guys deal with, they have a little bit different timeline, different personality, different communication style. And so the kind of the things that I wrote down regarding how to follow up without being annoying, right? So timely, but not every day. So that's the first thing. I sit here and chomp at the bit. I know Aaron finds that shocking. So, I want to follow up seconds after they've got that proposal in hand. You just want to bug them to death. But so the timely, that's where the patience falls in. You don't want to leave them hanging out there as if, hey, we're not going to get back to that. That's probably one of the worst pet peeves I have is somebody not getting back to me. Hey, I can take no. Just follow up. I think that's very important. Select the communication medium. So, and it could be a combination. Right now with COVID, obviously we're looking at emails. I kind of pride myself in email marketing. I've learned a lot from Diane Sifkas with email marketing and over all these years on that timely factor, what you're putting in the email. You don't need, 3 pages worth. Phone calls. So you can mix it up. You can use one or the other. I don't know that anybody's using actually snail mail anymore. Try multiple channels, same thing. And don't when you communicate on a follow-up, don't act like they owe you something. that turns me off. And I see Cheryl smiling a little bit over there, but that kind of turns me off is if somebody follows up, hey, you owe me. I don't think so. But have an objective. I mean, isn't the objective really to find an answer, to have an answer? Have a plan, and definitely offer a thank you. So that's kind of my tips with how I proceed with follow-ups. Let me ask you guys, Aaron, what is follow-up to you?
Well, I mean, it like you said, it's kind of like this. It's self-explanatory. Like you've done something, you've given out something, you've talked to someone, and it's just that that next step. Like you said, I like what you said about you know, being patient, because we are all on a different timeline. I'm dealing with I have a contact in Sioux City that that I've talked to a couple times, and every time I talk to them, they're very excited, and then I don't hear from them for like 3 weeks, and I get frustrated, and I just have to realize that I just need to keep following up, and just
Sure.
and be ready for when they're ready, I guess.
Yeah, I see Jennifer's put in there, keeping promises large and small. Amen to that. Anybody else have any takes on how they follow up? Tips?
I try not to leave a call without putting a timeline on it. And
Call for
then,
action.
yeah, because then I have to do it because I promised, right?
Good point.
Yep.
You want that next step, that call to action, when you really with any communication towards the end. And that's, I was just dealing with Sandhills Global. They use a company called Currency for payment processing, and so we've done this, and that's, I just caught myself on my email. Well, what's the next step, Victoria? I think that's, if I understand Cheryl, that call to action. So there is a timeline that's moving forward instead of this out there. Perfect.
Doug, I think you had mentioned not too many people use the snail mail anymore, but I actually do send thank you cards and follow up.
Nice touch.
To give that personable thing. Also with our foundation, a lot of times I have Emily sign it, or our daughter, so it's a little bit personable.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, the thank you piece on a warm fuzzy card is still powerful. Perfect.
Doug, I'll offer an intangible. I try to approach everything just with the intention that what comes out of this is in everybody's highest and best interest.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just a permeating thing.
So creating that win-win, possible third win versus just what's in it for me.
Right. Excellent.
Yeah, Kevin, I'll talk about too is setting reasonable outreach. Don't promise the world and yeah I'll get to it. Just something that's reachable and that's not attainable. Yeah, I'll get to your PPP program pretty soon. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So counting out specific number of beans, right, Clinton? Exactly. You got it.
Gotcha. That's really all I got, Aaron.
That's it? That's all you got?
We only got, I got to try to keep it under the time limit here.
Yeah. I heard someone say just recently that I think sometimes with follow-up, there can be this fear of, okay, I didn't get a close at the time that we first talked, and maybe that no is coming. But I heard someone say that it's okay to tell me no, but I'm not going to say it for you. So I don't know where that falls into follow-up, but I just thought that quote was really good. I
think that's appropriate to kind of what I was alluding to. Like I said, I have an expectation if we're communicating for whatever. I mean, that it takes two, and there's follow-up is also about respecting others. I mean, let's be honest. So take the time to follow up with something. Like I said, hey, I can take no. I'd rather hear no than just leave me hanging for nothing. An email takes, 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's important for all of us to hear because, there's, myself, the biggest one here, probably people pleasers. I don't want to tell, I have a hard time saying that N word but I just have to learn to do it, and be okay with it. So it's an okay word to say. It's not a 4-letter word. It's just a 2-letter word.
I think that Jennifer Harrelson is one of the most urgent people I've ever been around. And so she has a timeline on when and where and how most of the time.
So creating that sense of urgency, leading into that next action,
Mhm.
call to action, next step.
Mhm.
Excellent.
One other thing
Awesome.
I'll throw out too is that, I will often state what the objection might be at the beginning. Like, I'm not sure that this is right for you right now, but I just have to share it with you. And usually if I say it, they'll either agree or disagree. So
Yeah, putting that objection up front and getting that out of the way. Excellent. Makes sense.
Awesome. Well, thanks for sharing today, Doug. And next week, Josh Floyd is going to jump on with us, and I don't have his topic yet, but Josh is a partner in the company called Own It, or Own IT, I guess. But they do IT work basically for their specialty is working with just single, your home computer, your laptop. Not so much working with large companies, but working with individuals and helping them with their IT issues on their personal computers. Probably more needed than any time in history. So, but he'll be sharing with us next week. So jump on with us, and we'll see you then.
Perfect. Thank you, everybody.
Hey guys, I have a book for you called Exactly What to Say, which is on follow-up. I was trying to get it. Phil Jones, 19 great phrases to open a conversation when you're following up. It's called
Perfect.
Exactly What to Say, Phil Jones.
I'll follow up with you on that.
All right.
Thanks again.
Thank you all. We'll see you later. Have a great weekend.